Hey guys, this is Irie StarCraft and I am back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This one will be on Khaydarin depths, and it will be between Sephiroth, the red Protoss, Power, the blue Zerg, and their opponents will be SCRIMPHoes, the teal Terran, and RuSH, the purple Zerg. So I'm looking forward to this matchup, a very high level match coming your way, and all these players, aside from maybe Sephiroth, I've cast plenty of times, and Sephiroth is just one of those names. Actually, I may have cast like one of his games that maybe Legend sent me, because I know he's been around the 2v2 scene and he's up there in skill level, but it's one of those names where I see it and I just never register it as like being an individual unique person, because I played Final Fantasy XI for a long time, and it turns out that there's like 20,000 different people named Sephiroth on Final Fantasy XI, and each one has a different like X or 2 X's or Z or like X Sephiroth X, and like any possible version of the name. So like maybe that's just me because I played Final Fantasy XI. So anyway, that is a random digression, and as this game gets underway, it's going to be awesome. Did I already say that? Yes, this game is going to be awesome. There's a ping going off and I always have trouble telling like which person pinging. I think that was RuSH pinging here, and I don't know why. But anyway, I just got a recent influx of a bunch of subs, and all you new people out there checking out my channel, I'm so excited that you guys came over to watch some of my videos, and it's super awesome. And so it turns out that if I do whore myself out on YouTube just a little bit, maybe that's what I really need to do. SCRIMPHoes got to be careful with this SCV there. He's gonna have to bring another SCV off to protect this second. No, this is a factory, and we're about to see a reactor on this barracks, I believe. It looks like SCRIMPHoes is a little off on his timing on this reactor. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, never mind. See, this is what I do. I'm so out of it. I'm telling you guys, it is harder to cast 2v2s and team games than you think, because I saw these Zerglings and my first instinct was like, oh my god, they're gonna run up here. But look, RuSH is his teammate. So this is interesting. RuSH is gonna send all his Zerglings up here just to get this one probe. I guess that's just, he knows that SCRIMPHoes is not planning on making any Marines whatsoever. So he's actually going to send all of his Zerglings to go clean up the probe, and then bring the Zerglings back out to defend from Power here. Interesting, by the way, Power on Zerg, not as common. It's been a while since I've seen him play Zerg, maybe in some 3v3s and stuff, but much more frequently on Protoss and Terran. So I'm excited about that. Maybe Power will do something a little different than mass Zergling. But I'm not going to put money on any Zerg players in these games with these players going anything but mass Zergling. At least for a good solid like 8 or 10 minutes. And here come the Hellions. So 2 Hellions are on the field, and did these armies see each other? I know Power sees this army, and he's pulling back to try and get a decent surround here, but RuSH, good control there, pulling back, using the cover of these Hellions. So here we go. Hellions and Zerglings versus Zerglings, and please reinforce with Stalkers as quickly as you possibly can, because Power is going to be in a lot of trouble, though he does have quite a few Zerglings, getting a pretty good surround here. Is he going to trap the Hellions? He is. The Hellions are going to go down, and more Zerglings are popping out at the last second. A Stalker even making his way up here, and now that this 4-gate is going to kick in very soon for Sephiroth, the tables may turn, because Stalkers very strong against the Hellions. And are we going to see another push here? Again, we actually do see Marauders coming out from SCRIMPHoes already, so he is prepared for the Stalkers. He is one step ahead and is pumping out some Marauders, so he will have the counter to that. A nice play there. Got to be careful. This Marauder is going to be virtually useless against a giant ball of Zerglings, though. So you want to keep that Marauder protected by the Hellions, and continue to make the Hellions, at least until you see Power do any kind of switch. And what's going on here? Sephiroth has a proxy pylon with an Overlord vision and warped in 4 Stalkers into SCRIMPHoes' main, but at the same time, though, nice reaction by SCRIMPHoes. He was able to save a lot of his SCVs, and RuSH came back to help clean that up. And more Zealots are being warped in here. Yeah, they gotta know something's up. and somebody's going to have to clean up. And Power is going to start working on the front of the base. Some crazy micros going on right now. SCRIMPHoes has got to keep these Hellions alive. And Power, uh-oh, man, what happened there? Power sort of, it looked like, I'm checking back in his base. Did something just, was there some kind of fight back in his base or anything? Because Power sort of lost track of his Zerglings there, got roasted. And poor SCRIMPHoes is forced to pull these SUVs and this mule back off the line. And going to be forced to micro these Hellions away from the Zealots, but Zerglings will come clean that up. And it looks like RuSH did finally manage to get rid of the proxy pylon. So at the same time, Power is trying to pressure the front of the base, and same with Sephiroth, and RuSH, though, continuing to pump those Zerglings. Look how many Zerglings are coming out. Checking how many Zerglings on the field. RuSH with the 42, over 20 from Power, and 3 Stalkers, under 5 Hellions, and 1 Marauder. So here comes another major attack. Could this be the main attack? As Power looks like he was going to maybe try and trap some of those units or run by into the main and counterattack. But he is going to get some decent positioning here, but Sephiroth at the same time out of position, losing a few Stalkers there, and RuSH is going to just swarm. He has so many more Zerglings. He's going to get half of his army in here before the Sentry is able to get the force field, and that's something that I am definitely guilty of, that Sephiroth just did, is sometimes I will try and wait to get the exact perfect force field and try and split a few of the units so that I can kill them, and what will end up happening is too many units will get behind my force field, and they will clean up the sentries, and that could be all she wrote. Sephiroth desperately trying to use these probes to block off his mineral line, but that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. There's way too many Zerglings in the main. Power engaging reinforcements in the middle of the map, but there are Hellions, and Sephiroth has left the game. Power has left the game, and that is going to do it. That was pretty exciting and really well played by RuSH and Sephiroth. I have to say that RuSH and SCRIMPHoes, excuse me, a nice job holding off this this proxy right here, where there were 4 Stalkers warped in there, and you wonder if maybe if Sephiroth could have maybe tried to stash these 4 Stalkers up here until he could get some Zealot support. But the problem is you're sacrificing so many units when you do that in a 2v2. It's really, really difficult to get away with. So that was a pretty exciting game. Well played by both teams, and thank you, SCRIMPHoes, for sending me this game. And that's going to do it for me. This is Irie StarCraft. Thumbs up, please, if you like the vid. If you like the commentary, as usual, give me the thumbs up. And so that's it for me. This is Irie StarCraft, and peace out.